Hey everybody. Whoa, my voice just cracked. Not really sure why, but good morning everybody. Well, I think it's morning for most of you. I don't know. I live in Idaho, so it's 10 a.m. for me right now. Come here, baby. My dog's already whining for me. Anyways, you guys, if you are watching the replay, put hashtag replay. If you guys are hopping on, let me know where you guys are watching from. I want to know if you guys are a partner, if you're a customer, if you're a potential. I want to know where you're at. So I am so excited to be here. I shared my, I'm going after this, James. I have shared my journey before, but it's been a minute, you guys. It's been at least a year since I've shared. So I'm really, really excited to be on here to talk to you guys about my journey. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Brianna Anderson, and I joined Bellamy in August of 2018. So I have been here since almost the beginning. Okay, I'm gonna start from the beginning. So yeah, I joined then. Okay, so you guys, I have been in social selling for about 4.5 years. And I never in my wildest dreams would have thought I would be in direct sales. So I was one of those girls that never in a million years would have thought that I would be sitting right here talking to you guys about social selling. That just was not me. So a little backstory. I know a lot of girls have come on here and shared compensation plan and stuff like that, but I didn't plan this because honestly, I'm a Gemini. I do better flying off the seat of my pants. And, I want this to be as genuine and authentic as possible. So I'm just going to kind of speak from the heart and kind of what comes up. So I was born and raised in Idaho, and I lived in a house with where there wasn't a lot of money. I didn't come from much at all. Not for lack of trying. My dad was a teacher, is a teacher, and he would work, he would do night school. I remember my dad going to thrift stores here and buying things that he could resell on eBay to make us some extra money. My mom was a stay-at-home mom until I was in about probably kindergarten or first grade. And then she started working. And then my dad paid for her to go through nursing school. So money was never something that came super easy for my family. I have 2 siblings. We always kind of struggled. We never went without. We always had food. There's always, we were always warm. We had a home, but it was one of those things when I just remember being a little girl, just thinking I want so much more when I'm older. And that's nothing against my parents, because honestly, my dad is the one that taught me the work ethic. He's the one that kind of showed me, I'm gonna try not to get emotional, but he's the one that showed me that if you want something, you got to work really, really hard. But it always bothered me that he worked so hard and for such little pay, and if you guys are a teacher, you guys know a teacher, you know that they pour their heart and souls into their students and their careers, and they don't get paid enough. So I just remember just knowing I wanted to do so much more. I literally was planning on being a lawyer. If you're friends with me, you know that I'm obsessed with Elle Woods. So I watched Legally Blonde when I was 12, and I was like, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to freaking Elle Woods the crap out of my life. I'm going to get a chihuahua. I am going to go to Harvard. I'm going to have a pink room. I have all the plans for myself. I'm still obsessed with Elle Woods, by the way. I have 3 chihuahuas, but anyways, so that was my plan. Well, I met my husband. I actually met my husband in 6th grade. He didn't ever notice me. He never thought anything of me, right? Which is fine. I was super awkward and weird, but I instantly fell in love with him in 6th grade. So I was like, someday, I remember telling my best friends, someday that kid's gonna he's gonna freaking notice me, and we're going to be married and we're going to have kids. And so fast forward to his senior year in high school, my junior, we finally met. And it was literally like a love at first sight moment for both of us. And so at 16, he put a promise ring on me. At 18, he proposed to me, and I walked at my high school graduation with a ginormous engagement ring. I went to my senior party, and everybody was like, "You are so weird. You guys are not going, this is like not going to happen. Like you guys are not going to last, right?" So we got married when I was 19 years old. Now I live in Idaho. That's pretty normal for here. It's a very conservative state. And it's pretty normal to get married young and have kids really young. So we ended up going into the retail world, and we worked together for 5 or 6 years doing that. We traveled. We basically helped make money and try to build these business or these stores up for this company we were working for. And my husband was actually the highest paid assistant manager / manager in training for this company. And they were like, "Listen, we can't pay you anymore." And my husband's like, "Listen, I need you to pay me more." Okay. Like, this is not going to cut it. I want to have kids soon. Like, and so we were so sick of like feeding the corporate cow. Like, we got so tired of feeling like we were working 60-hour weeks. We were just burnt out. And so he quit and started personal training. He got his certification through ACE, and he did that for a little bit, and he hated it. You guys, he hated it. He would come home and be so burnt out because these women would like treat it like a glorified therapist, and they would like dump all their stuff on him, and he'd come home and be like, "I have no more room for girl drama." And I'm like, the only girl you need to be worried about is me. So, we went back to Buckle. We worked there for a little bit. We moved to Montana, Missoula, Montana for a year, helped build that business. And then on our drive moving home, from Missoula, he was basically telling me that he was really, really unhappy. And I was unhappy. We were literally working our lives away. And I never imagined my life being that, where I was going to work my life away. And, you know, working all those long hours so that someone else could be a millionaire, I was like done with that business. So I was like, why don't we open up a business? And so we ended up, long story short, we did open up a business, but that put us into debt, you guys. We went backwards for a few years. We ended up having to move in with my parents. Patrick had to quit his job to solely focus on building this business. I was still working part-time until I found out that I was pregnant and I was sick and couldn't do it anymore. And so we had to get on government assistance to help pay for our baby. And we ended up raising him in my parents' basement for almost 2 years because we had no money at all. We were so poor. And anybody who's opened up a business or owns a business knows, like, you don't really start making money until you're about 3 to 5 years in. So it's now been almost 8 years since sorry guys, I'm getting like spam calls. Anyways, so that's doing great. But about a year into the business, I got hit with postpartum depression really, really bad. And I remember like my husband leaving, and I would just bawl because I was so lonely. I was in this like basement by myself with this kid. And when you have your first child, your world is rocked. I was 23 years old. I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm so lonely. I'm so lost. And I got hit with postpartum depression really bad. And never in my life have I ever known what it's like to have that like helpless feeling of what is the point of all of this, except for that moment in my life. And so I knew I needed to change some things in my life. My anxiety was literally so bad that I wouldn't leave the house. I tried to get jobs and I would have panic attacks at work. I would go into the bathroom and literally have full-blown panic attacks because I couldn't function. I didn't want to leave the house. I didn't want to drive because I was afraid of something happening to my son. It was insane. I couldn't function. Never in a million years would have gotten on a plane. Never in a million years would have traveled. When you have anxiety, you stay in your bubble, right? So I was just so disappointed in myself because as a little girl, I had all these dreams for myself to grow up and do really, really big things and impact people and, all the things. And so I, did all the things. I got a medication. I started taking care of myself. And my friend Chelsea, who I've been friends with since like kindergarten, was selling this product, and I kept buying the product because I loved it. And she was like, you need to sell this. And I was like, girl, no, don't come at me with your social selling stuff. Cause no, I'm a brick and mortar owner. It's a legitimate business. Don't come at me with that. So anyways, she worked on me for like 3 months, you guys. And finally I was like, you know what? Like I need something for myself. Cause I felt like I didn't have a purpose. And that's so horrible to say when you're a mom, but if you are a mom, you get me. If you feel like your purpose in life is to wipe booties and like make bottles and clean up after your family and make dinner, like some people are fine with that. I am not. I wanted way more. And we were still struggling with money. So I wanted to bring in some income. So I remember I got my first paycheck with this company. And like, I was good at this. Like I realized I had like a natural like talent for social selling. Who would have known? And I remember I got my first paycheck and it was $50 and I was so freaking excited. It was $49.50. I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, babe, look, I just made $50. Like what is even happening? I was so excited. And he was like, okay, like maybe this doesn't suck. So I kept pushing and I kept pushing and I kept pushing. And eventually I was making 5 figures a month with that company. So I was thriving, but my team wasn't. So one of my best friends, Shay Tatum, we've been friends since we were little. She's one that really sticks out in my head because she's the one that made me feel like I needed to make a change. She's a military wife, and she was literally pouring everything into this company to try to get her husband home from the military. And I just knew in my heart that I was going to thrive here, but at this rate that like my team wasn't. So basically I gave up a 5-figure paycheck, a team of, probably about 500. It wasn't like insane, but I was making good money, but I just felt like my integrity was at question. So I was like, I'm just done with social selling. Like this is so wrong. I'm robbing from people. And I didn't feel right about it. So I actually stepped away from direct sales for a minute, probably about 6 months. And I started a clothing boutique called the Jagged Crown. And I did that for about 6 months. It was really, actually I did that for almost a year. It was really successful. I made good money with it, but I really missed the hustle, you guys. I missed the hustle. I'm addicted to this hustle. Give me like some hearts or a heck yes or a praise hand if you guys are addicted to the hustle of direct sales. So I missed it. Well, fast forward, I had a girl reach out to me that I didn't know. I had no clue who she was. I had never heard of her. And she was like, hey, I'm a founding partner of this new company. We're only 5 weeks old. Here's this like opportunity video. And the opportunity video was the beautiful Melissa Thompson. And she was like, it's $75,000 in bonuses if you hit platinum. And I was like, I'm listening. I can make $75,000. Okay, girl. So I watched the video and I didn't even look into the compensation plan. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I asked if it was debt free and I asked if I had to carry stock. And those were both, yes, we're debt free. No, you don't have to carry stock. I fell so in love with Melissa that I like instantly was like, I want to be where she is. And, she's the reason why I joined Bellamy, because I could feel her love and it was so opposite of what I was used to with my other company. And I knew I had prayed to God. I was like, if I ever join another company, they need to be God-based because the things that were happening in my other company, I couldn't stand. So anyways, so I signed up 2.5 months into it. I hit platinum. Earned that platinum party. I earned the $75,000. And I remember I had never had that much money in my life. They came to my platinum party and she gave me the check. And I was like, I'm sorry. Like, this is not real. Like I'm not that girl. I'm not the girl who gets the check, who gets the car, who gets the debt paid off, who gets the wins. Like, I've never been that girl, but I was finally that girl because of Bellamy. And so in, 2.5 months, I made myself $75,000. Where else can you do that? You can't, right? So, then you see these other people in the company that are able to do the same thing, you guys. And that is what is so important to me, is that she's made it so that you're not just feeding the people at the top. You guys are all so able to make so much money here. She's made that possible with the way that our compensation is set up. She's focused on bread on the table, right? So fast forward to now, my team was the second to hit presidential because I was able to pop out a platinum. I had a platinum baby. That was the highlight of my career. 100% was when Destiny Norman hit platinum, because I had quit my other opportunity because no one was winning. And it is not fun to be in a company when your team's not winning. Like, what's the point, And so it's been so nice to see my team earn bonuses. Destiny's going to have her platinum party in June, and I went and met her, but I went and spent some time with her a couple months ago, and her kids, and we really got to get to know each other because we didn't know each other. She was actually on like my 5th line at some point. And I was blessed enough to be able to, have her. But you guys, I literally have been through so much to get to where I'm at. And I think it's really easy sometimes to look at someone who's at the top, or someone who has achieved something that maybe you haven't yet, and think that came really easy for them. And I can tell you right now, you guys, I planted seeds for 4 years to get to where I'm at right now. And I worked my butt off, and I had, my team worked their butt off, and it can and it will happen. You cannot look at the top at someone's ending when you're in the beginning or the middle. It's not fair, and you are setting unrealistic expectations for yourself. And I know that I plan on popping out way more platinum babies because I am here to watch those girls get those checks, those guys get those, the earrings, the cuffs. I mean, that's what we want, right? So I am forever a Bella. I told Melissa I will be, if I have to, I will be 90 years old with an oxygen tank and a walker going across to get my awards, because I'm not going anywhere. Hi, Melissa. Anyways, so you guys, I just can't say enough good things about this company, about Melissa. I've been able to travel with her and have so many one-on-one conversations with her, and she's genuinely a friend. So if you guys have not met Melissa yet, let me just let you know, I'm going to try to say it without crying, that she is home. She will make you feel so loved. She cares about you guys. She's going to know your name. She's going to know where you're at in your journey. I mean, we're getting a little big, so I don't know if she can memorize everybody's, but I have so many girls that are like, Melissa knew my name. Melissa commented on my post. Melissa liked my post. But that's Melissa, because she knows that the people are what make Bellamy. We're the heart of Bellamy, right? We're the heartbeat. So I look forward to meeting you guys. And if you guys are potentials, or you're thinking about joining this company, like, just do it, because it has changed my life. My husband is like, you're never going anywhere but Bellamy. Him and Scott are buddies, and he's Melissa's personal trainer. Like, we are too intertwined at this point. So anyways, I love you guys. I hope that this touches someone who might need to hear it. And just know that I am so proud of all of you guys, and you guys are all going to be platinums and presidentials, and we have only just begun. So I love you guys. Go sell some glow drops. Go sell the crap out of those things. They're so good. But I love you guys, and I hope you guys have an amazing week.